Yeah, he gives you his card, but doesn't even watch the stream. Nah, it's okay. I was a lot more active in the armory community. And I mean, I was a lot more active in a lot of communities while I was starting off streaming and like had my first like big kid job. And since then I have not really been able to involve myself in a lot of communities. I can barely hang out with y'all during the day. So it's on me. Like I haven't been able to be as active like my work hours and being a part of so many different communities. It's really hard. Yeah, you're more than old enough. It's like showing a Blockbuster card to someone that's like half my age now and then asking them if they knew what this was, or like trying to explain what the little floppy disk symbol is that's used as the save icon in a lot of text editing programs and stuff, like trying to explain to people what that is. And they're like, what is that? Sounds good, Dirty. Thank you. Just just make sure he insures his stuff. If you do. Go talk to the marshal. Well, he's gonna be upset that I killed this guy. Yeah, whatever.
If more and more people flock to the Freestar Collective, does
Hey,
that
Lee.
not just make it more like the United Colonies?
Oh my gosh, it's so framey. Whee!
Keep your nose clean. The last...
Wow, 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 wow.
Hey, deputy.
It was an alright weekend. I am very tired. I'm hoping that work this week will be kind.
Glad you made it.
Charge my other keyboard.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there? Well, don't get too used to killing. For a ranger, that's always a last resort.
Well, they didn't want to talk to
Did
me.
you find out why the first was taking over farms? Wait, you're saying it was Ron Hope who hired the first?
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all? That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me
Nice.
you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims.
Is it starting to get cooler there, Corvo?
All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this? Sounds like his pride got the best of him. Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Freestar Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here,
Old
there's
man.
one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question.
Uh-oh.
Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
Maybe?
Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger.
I'm a
Here's your
ranger.
badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Well done.
You've shown that faith was well placed. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Oh, nothing for that.
Thanks. Do I have a ranger badge now? Oh, ranger badge. Why does it show up as a key? Put this in the ship. And granted your very own Star Eagle class starship. Oh. I get a Star Eagle
Got a lot of bars in this.
and 156,000 credits. A ranger space. Whoa. 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 A ranger spacesuit. What are those boots? Well, I'll put this in my cargo because it doesn't. What? Inspect. What is this helmet? None of this is better than the gear that I already have. But thank you. Dual wear. A justifier. A rifle. Depleted uranium rounds. That sounds safe. Hi, John Zorb. It was an okay weekend. I'm still very tired.
The rock is
Thank you for
surprisingly
asking,
well
though.
fortified. The early settlers here were
How
quite
was
practical.
your weekend? Stopped hiking out for rock climbing? Ooh, I miss rock climbing. The closest gym to me is like an hour and a half away. It's not feasible anymore.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Okay, I need to go drop off some stuff. Rosa, thank you so much for the burrito treat. Milo. Milo. You a treat? Milo. Treat? Oh, that's a big stretch. That's a big stretch, bud. Treat? You want this? Okay. Milo also got a treat. Thank you. Like to order that package you posted? Are you talking about this one? It was the cutest. She was asleep in her box this morning. And I was like, that's a mood. That is a mood. Okay, let's drop off this stuff. The spacesuit is so, like, fluffy. It's thick. Resources. Miscellaneous. I don't know what to do with these artifacts. I guess we have to go and do the next mission. Miscellaneous. Notes. I guess I can't put the keys in here. It's okay. I don't know where I put the other ranger badge. I guess you can't put keys. Okay, that's okay. We ate a chili today. Oh no! Don't touch your face. It looks so thick. Like the Michelin logo guy. Mascot, that's the word that I was looking for. Okay. I'll have to wait 2 days. Well, let's try and do some other missions while we wait. I don't want to do too many more of the main missions without... Like, I don't want to advance time just for the main missions, so we're gonna just do random stuff until then. Oh, I need to get my ship repaired. I usually do a vegetarian chili. So it's just like different beans and some veggies. For the Stave Puft Marshmallow Moon? Yeah. I really do need to get my ship together. Let's see. I had evidence for this guy because of the Crimson Fleet. Well, I have another ship. I just got another ship from completing the Freestar Ranger thing.
Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they come.
Hello.
You can be sure she'll keep our
Hello.
What can I do for you? Glad to hear it. Let's see what you got. It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Anything else? Understood. Keep searching and you're bound to find more.
Yes.
2 reasons. First, Commander Akande's playing this operation extremely close to the vest. That means keeping prisoners under his own roof until this is resolved.
I don't know.
Second, this
She
is an
hasn't been
undercover mission.
super annoyed
For
with him
our
lately.
safety and yours, we need to keep these prisoners out of the spotlight. We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works. They're pirates in every sense of the word, but they've managed to get more organized under their current leadership. That makes them especially dangerous, but hopefully it makes them a little more predictable too. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Heard you boarded the key. I can't imagine what state the pirates have left it in.
Okay. Oh, this is that mission where I have to be super stealthy. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Why can I? That's oh. So I need to go back to my ship. Whatever. I don't know. I feel like pets just have a sixth sense.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
So now I can fast travel. Maybe I should repair my ship. Yes, let's save. And try and repair my ship. I needed a port to land in, though. Go back to Aquila City, probably. Where was that? Don't remember what star system that was in. Ah, here it is. Have a good evening, Urza. Thank you. I hope that you have a good evening as well. Hi, Jovial. I don't know. I'm terrible at stealth missions, so we'll attempt it. I just need to repair my ship. Who knows if there's going to be a battle.
Expect your ship needs some work done? Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
Thanks.
Okay, no problem.
I also have another ship that we just got. Can I compare ships? So this has electromagnetic weapons. So now we know we get a ship from... Was it the Crimson Fleet and also the Freestar Collective? Starship design, rank 4. I can't upgrade the ship because I don't have the proper ranks. Okay, thank you. Let us... Excuse me, pardon me. Now return back to... let me save really quick.
Fine.
Hmm? Hello? Why did I get up? This is supposed to be a party ship, so let me put my green fashionable suit on.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, oh, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out. Because the only way to achieve a win is by agreeing to play the game in the first place. Worst case scenario, I don't make the fleet, but I end up a couple thousand credits richer. That's almost a win-win, don't you think? Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers, huh? Fine, have it your way. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal? Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, you gonna tell me what else you're here for, or not? Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dubrovsky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place. Yeah? Funny you're only bringing that up now. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from in the past. Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road.
That's what he thinks.
Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine, fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because
I
you're
won't
not
stream
getting
too
near
long tonight,
Dombrowski
Craft, if
without my
you
help.
are not feeling well.
It would seem we have little choice in the matter. We should hear him out.
Oh, no. No, no, no. Delgado isn't gonna drop a cred stick on the table and be done with it. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that. That's a disturbing way to put it. But I suppose that's the best offer I'm gonna get, so I'll take it. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh no. Is shooting everyone an option? Alternately shooting ourselves to avoid it?
It's fine. I feel the
event's a
same.
complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter. Someone with enough disposable income to afford a permanent six-figure cabin aboard one of Trident's finest space liners. Consider it similar to owning a luxury mobile vacation home. Plaything for the wealthy, you get the gist. Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starview Ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets. He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option. Well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose.
Great.
Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Stealth mission.
As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starview Ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society. You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Gal Bank, now will it?
No.
Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing COs I've ever worked under. In fact, he doesn't act much like a captain at all.
Thanks. It's weird how they just like look at you. Doesn't feel like they interact with you too much. They just kind of like start talking and then look the other way and then slowly turn towards you. Why am I still in my spacesuit?
There is nothing quite like the view from the Starview Ballroom. It's breathtaking.
How do I
Trident
get
must have
there?
spent a fortune equipping this ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the leftovers from the dining area buffets.
If you have any needs, please enter a request into the computer located at the entryway to your cabin.
We have a range of excursions available at all of our destinations. All the details are in your cabin.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
So, what brings you aboard? That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? It's a shame that the Earth ended in such a sorry state, but I'm glad the Society has the nerve to do something about it. Even if I was offered the award, I wouldn't take it. Can you imagine the security nightmare I'd have to deal with? No, thank you. The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates is the only reason we allow him to attend society functions. Nice to have met you.
Yes.
Have you tried? Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh? I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. Well, apparently the award is so valuable there's only one in existence. It gets passed to a new winner every year. It's critical that the Society keeps the memories of Earth alive in our hearts. I'm doing my part by attending this spectacular event.
I'm doing my part. Hi, Bookster. Good morning. Want a treat? A little treat popped Milo in the face. Thank you for the burrito and Milo snackies.
Well, that was boring.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense.
Wow.
Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest in cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask? Forget it. I refuse to have a repeat of last year's fiasco, where the name leaked early and started a common brawl.
Rest
The
well,
winner's name
Corvo.
is safely sealed away with the award
Thank you so much for
itself,
hanging out, and I hope
inside
that you
the
have a
master
restful
safe
night.
located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Everybody is so
If you want to dine
rude.
at Captain Rokov's table during dinner service, it's only an additional 5,000 credits.
Ah.
For the safety of everyone aboard, please be certain you don't interfere with any of the crew or
I have
security
about
members of our
1,000 things to deal with, and you're not one of them. Goodbye.
Why are they still talking at me when I'm nowhere near them? Hello.
Society. Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
Yeah.
Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. I missed out on the award to someone else last year, so this year I doubled my contributions to the Society. Fingers crossed. Not much, other than the fact that they host these wonderfully entertaining gala
I'm sorry,
events
Corvo.
every month.
Hope you can get comfy at least and enjoy being comfy.
That's all then? Okay.
Please remember, don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Unopened. I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a Starliner. His behavior toward women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself. I've already told you everything I know about him.
Thought that we maybe have more voice lines since the thing isn't grayed out.
Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. Oh, the Society is such a worthy cause. What could be more important than the preservation of the Earth's spirit? Don't
Actually,
forget to donate to
helping the Earth.
Here for business or pleasure? Let's put it this way. He's screwed over so many people, if he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. Is this about that feature SSNN ran a few years ago? I can assure you, this is a legitimate charity organization. Enjoy the rest of the event.
You too.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
No, I'm just randomly here.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
So we've already heard the set of voice lines. That's pretty silly.
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child.
We literally just heard that one.
Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee. When you join, they send you a small chunk of rock from the Earth itself. I keep mine on my desk.
I keep mine on my desk.
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
You know, it's an actual Earth rock and not just some random rock.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed
That
to one
view
of the
is
staff.
absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Sure.
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy.
Literally the
you'd think it
same
was her
voice
own
lines
child.
as these two other people.
Donations to the Society can be debited from my bank account on a monthly basis. I barely have to lift a finger to help. Enjoy the rest of the event. Here for business or pleasure? Pleased to make your acquaintance. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. I'm a silver member of the Society, but only 100,000 more credits and I hit the gold tier. Well, that was boring.
All these people
The
are...
Society chair has really outdone herself this time. So, what brings you aboard?
Oh, we already talked to this person.
That's all then? Okay.
Hello.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, why have this many people if they're all gonna say the same thing and I just have to ask like 3 people? It's like there's a lot of lost potential there.
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy.
I don't know. It's like missed opportunity to be able to explore more of the story if you can go to different people and piece together different things. It's just like...
You don't necessarily have to be wealthy to contribute, though the minimum donation level is 5,000 credits.
It's like I get
nice to have met you.
A different bit of information from some of these people, but not all of them, so it's really repetitive to go and ask. But if you miss asking someone, then you might miss out on some of these optional things, right? So it's like, it's annoying. Kill them. I don't know how I'm gonna kill them. Do I have any poison? Hello.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the Starliner. Here for business or pleasure? He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swiss. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the society was founded about 8 years ago by Carl S.A. Worthington, a prominent businessman from New Atlantis.
Thanks.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
Too.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, my eyeballs.
He's been spending a lot of time with... Sheila Holbrook is... Not much. Other than the fact that they host these wonderfully entertaining gala events every month.
Okay, bye.
That's all then? Okay.
The society
I certainly
chair
hope they decide to
really
hold all
outdone
future
herself this
society
time.
events aboard a Starliner.
Like, who thought, is this just supposed to be like the quirky Bethesda thing? Because, like, really, who thought that having this many NPCs in a close quarter space saying the exact same thing would not be rather annoying? It's like, do they expect players just to not talk to people?
He's been spending a lot of... Sheila Holbrook is... You don't necessarily have to be wealthy to...
Like, what is the point?
Nice to have met you.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudius. Sheila Holbrook. When you join, they send you a...
Yeah, it's like, there's no point in,
Don't forget
once
to
you've
donate to the
gotten
cause.
the information from the first, like, 4 people, there's no point in talking to anyone else. But my brain is like, if you don't talk to everyone, you're gonna miss out on something small.
Are you a member of the society?
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
Why am I still in my spacesuit?
What brings you aboard?
I don't know.
An
I'm in a
open bar
spacesuit.
would have been nice.
Why can't I wear this outfit? Because I'm inside.
But Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
I don't understand.
If you are free, sir, could we talk? Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results? Yes, but not everyone walked away, did they? This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives. He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last. In the end, he was just a man, and died like any other. At least he will no longer be able to prey on others. I am unsure that death was preferable to justice, but at least the situation is over, and there is no question who was to blame. No, he did not. A very poor decision on his part. Perhaps a lesson to be learned by others who would break the law. At least while you serve as Ranger. I think less of the badge and more of the person wearing it. But you should be proud of your accomplishments. Shall we find some other adventure to occupy us now?
Yes.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like the Siren of the Stars.
I didn't notice the symbol until I had already pressed my interact button. Sorry. Hey, can you let me out?
This is well maintained, to be sure, but obviously the credits have all been spent on the areas the guests actually see.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers.
Okay. Guess we'll have to go find a key. Oh.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? He's been spending a lot of time with Sheila Holbrook is donations to the society? Well, that was boring.
You're boring.
I've done this particular cruise.
I like how they tried to anger people into...
A Starview pass is required to enter the main ballroom. If you wish to have a drink at any of our lounges, be sure to present your cabin pass to have the cost deducted from your account.
Thanks. Sorry about the mess.
Hello. The society chair has really outdone herself this time. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Sheila Holbrook is... It's a shame that the Earth ended in such a sorry state, but I'm glad this is... Enjoy the rest of the
Such
event.
a sorry state. They were probably one of the first people to be able to leave because they had the monies. Wonder how many people got left behind because they didn't have money.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best
That
for the
view is
society, eh?
absolutely spectacular. He's been spending a lot of time with Claude. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee. You don't necessarily have to be wealthy to contribute.
Oh, they all say the same thing.
Well, that was boring.
Yep. Everything's boring.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
Here for business or pleasure?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't believe we've met. Do I know you? Well, of course you do. Everyone on the Siren knows who I am. I'm certain we've never been acquainted before, so I'll do you the courtesy of forewarning you about the impertinence that's to follow. When you approach me, I'd highly advise you to choose your words carefully. Otherwise, it's likely they will be your last. I think we're done here. Good day.
Well. Where's this lady that I'm supposed to talk to?
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
Society
Have tried the
patron.
canapes? Horrid. Ugh.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk another time.
You're named.
An open bar would have been nice. Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
So, what brings you aboard?
Yes.
The
She's
ship's
not.
purser
No.
can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
Other side.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a Starliner.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Ah.
An open bar would have been nice. Trident's gouging us really.
I don't know where this lady is. Ooh. Where's she? Maybe. Oh, yes. Oh, she's up here. Oh.
If you have any specific requests,
There's a whole other area. Hello?
If this is not the very definition of decadence, I do not know what is.
Thanks. Talk with them in a bit. Your table fell over. I think that was a table. Hello?
Sorry, do I know you? Okay, wait, are you seriously, are you trying to pick me up?
What?
Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone, and my partner doesn't like competition. He gets very jealous. His wife, oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
have money to spend.
You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? Sorry, I thought I'd end up on the short end of the deal. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
I do not understand. Your anger is focused on Mr. Dombrowski, but clearly the failure of this plan rests on you as well.
If you had to work near him day in and day out, I think you'd understand. He's a disgusting pig, plain and simple.
So why are you with him?
I didn't know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dombrowski. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
All of these rich folk. Ugh.
I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right?
Sure.
What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
Yes, no judgment. But I am curious to hear a bit more.
It doesn't matter if you're here to judge me or not, because there's nothing to judge. Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? What, are you writing a damn novel?
No, I'm just trying to get information.
Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their commnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not. I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Sure. I don't know if I have nails that will do that, though. Oh, I don't think I can steal stuff yet. Usually there's a point when you do enough stuff on the ships that you can just...
line vessels. Hell of a ship, isn't it?
Yes.
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
The other person was down here too. Whoops. Hello.
Glad to have you aboard. Welcome to the Purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage.
Oh, thanks.
So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks. Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip.
I think I need to have persuasion.
I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate. No problem. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise. How may I assist you today? I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip.
Thanks.
Have a safe journey.
She seems nice.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
Here for business or pleasure?
So, what brings you aboard?
Hello. You here for the charity event? Well, I work for UC Security, meaning that business isn't exactly my area of expertise. I'm afraid I can't really help you. If you're looking for a business opportunity, you might want to check with someone else. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Friend.
We both know exactly who you are.
Worried? Why should I be worried? Anything
Hey,
you
Crazy.
try to report will boil down to your word
Thank you for the
against
burrito
mine.
treat.
And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Well, that was a dead end. Okay.
So,
Corvo, thank you so
say
much for
we
gifting
all.
Crazy a sub.
I certainly hope
Corvo,
they decide to hold
please
all
treat yourself to something
society
super nice. You have been
Hello.
very generous,
Are you a member of the society?
and I hope that you and treat yourself. Oh heck. Crazy, you're very talented, and I wish that I understood how to play games like you did. Because I'm always interested to learn. Like, just the fundamentals of a lot of the, like, shooters and tactics, and I just wish I could be better. You're so good. Just being honest. That's all. How are you enjoying CS2?
You're a guest of Captain Rokoff, right? Welcome aboard.
Thanks. So I can't get past these doors, seems like.
Hey, hold up. This area is off limits to passengers.
And I can't pickpocket. Oops. No, you're great. I am a booty. But I really appreciate you. He doesn't have credits either, or a key either. So I guess we'll wander around and try to find someone with a key. Big issue of hitbox misalignment. The hitbox isn't where it's supposed to be. I have a feeling that how do I say this? I have a feeling that like you're just so naturally attuned to like where things should be. So anytime I've played like an FPS game with you, you've always been just like spot on with stuff that things will come much better.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Still learning the game. See, I wanted to try and learn how to play CS, and I tried a little bit with CS, like CS. But it's really intimidating because it's like so many people have been playing for so long and are familiar with how to do things that whenever I jump into something, I feel stupid. And I feel more frustrated that I'm letting my teammates down because I don't know what I'm doing. And I want to try and learn CS2. But like, I feel that I would probably just stick with Valorant because it still has the CS vibe, but with different, like, with newer futuristic characters and abilities and whatnot, so it seems like it wouldn't be too bad. It's very bad, so you can take what you want from that. Very bad as in, like, really skilled players are getting match made with, like, not so great players, so I can make the excuse that I'm just bad.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman.
Okay.
Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that? And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand? I hear you. I'd like to tell you. Believe me. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
I don't understand why the game would just allow me after the 20th NPC that has just said that she treats this award like her child, why would she just give me her claim ID?
From this point forward, I don't think we should be seen communicating.
Oh, there's a leaderboard. Interesting. The lobbies are insane. Very skilled players getting put against noobs like me. Well,
I believe our business has concluded. Goodbye.
I'll have to take that with a grain of salt. I really wish that there was a way. I'm not smart enough to figure this out, but I really wish that there was a way to truly have like new skill players be matchmade against new skill players without people tanking their account to where you have to like be stuck with people that are just trolling. That's really odd. Matchmaking is definitely a thing I wish games would get right.
If
cool.
the rest of this ship is any indication, I imagine there's an incredible amount of wealth stored in there right now.
Okay, so I stole this. I cannot close this door. She doesn't care because, well, I had the claim ID. It's insane. Yeah, I wish that there was a way to...
Don't forget to keep your Starfield pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to
like,
the ballroom.
Sorry, I'm getting lost in the thought processes going through my head. I don't know how you would implement such a system that would matchmake people to their true skill, because there's like several different scenarios that you have to program for, right? You have people that are just starting out, you have people that have maybe played for a little bit and their skill is diminished and they're returning, so they have like some game knowledge but maybe their mechanical skill is bleh. And then you have people that are just well-rounded with both mechanical skill and map knowledge. And how do you introduce a mechanic into a game that covers both of those things while also sort of keeping it like a periodic sort of test, to where you can't just rely on a rank? Because I feel like in certain games, specifically like FPSs or like team-based shooters, you have different roles to play within that team. So like, how do you test someone against the role that they may be trying to play versus the role that maybe they're good at, and like all the other scenarios that we just talked about? It's very hard to like, I understand that it's very difficult to hit all of those things, but making a matchmaking system that's purely based off of a metric seems kind of silly also, because we see the situation where we like have in Siege, where people will just purposely tank their rank and then they get easier games because they're playing against people that are supposed to be that rank, quote unquote supposed to be. And then you also have situations where like if you reset the rank each season, then it's very frustrating for the player to sort of like go through that entire exercise again to try and get to their actual rank. The more kills you got, you would get put into harder lobbies. And then if you didn't, it would drop up and down. Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know how to really implement a good PvP system for people that are like not consistently online, to make sure that their mechanical skill and their map knowledge and like just overall game knowledge is there, versus people that play casually that want to learn and want to do these things but can't put enough time into the game. It's such a hard problem to try and solve for. never been highly ranked. See, that seems like a logical thing to implement, Mark. It seems like it would be something easy to fix, but like I don't feel like with our current technologies you can solve for all the different scenarios, because like a general matchmaking metric is probably difficult because you're having to do that within the region that they're playing in. And so do you lock accounts like some companies do to a region so it's easier to find that average? Do you have sub-regions, but that gets more expensive because you probably have to have more servers depending on the popularity of the game? You may not have that, you know? I don't know. And that's what I'm saying, like, it's a fun problem to think about because so many games have this problem. So it'd be interesting to see how people solve this, because I know a lot of companies offload their matchmaking system. Like I think it was a big issue with Payday 3 that just came out, where they were having like a terrible go live for this new game, and they were having such a hard time with like the matchmaking. Yeah, and it's like, how do you ever fix smurfing? I don't know how you would ever fix that problem if it's not like IP bound or machine bound by your MAC address or something, because like people will just create new accounts all the time unless you do something like that. Yeah, and then if you get too good, then how do you solve for the problem of the outliers, right? Because you have your bell curve, so how are you going to fix the problem of like really well-skilled players versus the average? So it's definitely a unique problem to solve for, and I think it'll be a challenging one for many years to come, because you have to solve for like one problem. I don't think that you can be able to solve for all of them. You'll have to solve for like the player base average, or you solve for the outliers. There's no way that you can solve for both, in my opinion. Unless you have just like an ingenious system to solve for that. Hello.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Oh, absolutely. He's up the ladder at UC Security.
How are you? Hello.
We have to handle this very delicately.
Wave the wand and voila, it's fixed.
Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. But it's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Maybe. But if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security.
Look at the little toe beans. Look at the cozy burrito. Oh.
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown.
So cozy.
I think the best chance we have would be to temper with
I don't know. It would be nice to think that
manipulate a few controls and
I could get back into playing games
thinking there's a life support failure. And there you
that I have always been interested in learning how to play, even though I'm not great at them, and still feel confident to continue to play them. Like, but understand that I'm likely not gonna ever go pro, right? Like, that's not my goal. But I also don't want to go up against people that are much better than me, to where I'm feeling like I'm wasting my time playing it.
This is one of Trident's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
Your lack of commitment does not exactly fill me with confidence. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help.
Uh-oh. Okay. So now we go
On
talk
the
to the
surface,
chief
he's
engineer
an
guy.
upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with
Yeah, it sucks
Underneath,
because
he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cret stick. And
I think
pin
the
murder
reason
on
why I
someone
can't
else.
stick with like
think
trying
of
to
it,
learn,
if he wasn't such a
like
petty
just sticking with Valorant for a really
he'd
long
probably
time.
thrive with the Crimson Fleet.
I guess I should be listening to this NPC. I'm sorry. I feel like a lot of my problem is exactly what you're explaining. Like it gets really hard to stick with one game whenever it starts to get to that rough spot. Because, you know, everyone starts to plateau, then you gotta like learn how to get off of that plateau and then increase your skill again. And I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to games anymore. And so I feel like I have to make the most out of it. And when I start to plateau, I feel like I'm not having a good time or I'm not super entertaining, and I don't want to just be a grump on stream while I'm trying to learn how to do something, you know? I feel like none of them have had anything interesting to say for the people that I'm supposed to investigate, but like these main NPCs, I guess you could call them, you have to interact with them.
There's access.
I
to
guess
the
I do
crew
have
section
important
that you can reach
information.
through the Starview Ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at the station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work.
Thanks.
Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside.
Okay.
All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin
Yeah,
doors
it
lock
sucks.
automatically on.
I think that's what my problem was with
This
Siege.
is normally to ensure the crew can
I
check
haven't been able
cabins
to
quickly and without
enjoy
interference. But in our case,
a
it's
game
like
and stick
having
with it
an
long enough.
all-access pass.
Well, I hope school's going well.
Get back to it.
Is getting good in a PvP arena actually fun? I think I had the most fun whenever I did it in a group, because at least I could stay within the skill set of that group. But then I wasn't able really to play with groups anymore, so... yes. So then I, like, wasn't able to keep up, because a lot of, like, my stream schedule or my work schedule was be offset to people. I realize
Have
there's
you
a...
tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
How does a triple redundant system have a floor that is just like
That view
a break
is
in the hull?
absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
I would... Okay. I don't... It's fine. Yeah, I think it depends on how you learn, because if you're just forcing yourself to do something that maybe you're not enjoying, but you know it's going to help you, maybe that won't be fun. While me playing with a group and learning from them and then being patient and like having people to communicate in the game with without worrying about some person screaming in the mic, you know? Yeah, like I tend to look at it that way too. Like, what could I be doing differently? And I think I should just try and enjoy it for what it is, if I'm good or not, and just have a good time. I find it's really hard to find, how do I say this? Like, I feel like people online don't enjoy multiplayer games unless they're always winning. You know, it's hard to enjoy, like, hey, they get to play a game online with other folks. It's just a constant, like, toxic fest. Yeah, I feel like Siege these days definitely has to have a group of people. Especially with their, like, weird reporting system now. Where you can just get, like, reported by the opposing team for, like, voice comms, even though you're not using your voice
hold
mic.
up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right?
I do miss playing Overwatch, though. I will admit that, because I feel like Overwatch has been the most consistently fun PvP game that I've played in the past few years. That and Valorant, but Valorant really does require you to have comms, and I am still nervous to play that game by myself with comms. I think I got more confident to do so in Siege, but I don't do that anymore. Yeah, that's it sucks because, like, I think I still really enjoy Overwatch, but I have to play it in spurts. Like, I'll get, like, an itch to play it, and I'll play it for a few weeks straight, and then I'm done. Because, like, I've had enough of people being booties.
I have a lot of things to do. Sorry, that area is off limits.
Seriously,
No
Emmy.
exceptions.
Valorant, yeah, it definitely requires a lot of consistent playing, lots of muscle memory. It takes me a few days to get spun up on it again, but once I do, it's like, cool, I remember how to do this, and then I plateau, and then I'm like, oh man, I suck.
Hey, if your heart's set on it, who am I to stop you from staring at a bunch of life support machinery? Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away?
So what do you do around here?
Honestly, he's a seasoned ship captain. He told me he was a long hauler for years, and the experience shows. Only thing is, he's always talking about trade deals and plans for get-rich-quick schemes. It's all the guy ever thinks about. Why he decided to be a
So I think you have a lot of
Starliner
experience
captain,
with
I'll never
that,
know.
Crazy.
It's almost like
I
he
wish that I
craves
could
being around
understand
money. Tell
how
you
to
what,
learn
though,
those
for someone that
concepts
loves credit so
without
much,
having
he
to
sure
do,
doesn't
like, a
mind
bunch of homework
gambling
before
when
playing
we
a
play
game.
cards.
If that makes sense. We bribing people now? Listen, I've got credits to spend. I'm just gonna give them to them. I'm not even gonna try to persuade them anymore. Just take my money.
Call this deck the dungeon.
Hey, Abby.
I think you can see why.
How are you?
Not exactly Starliner class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong.
How
the
is
quiet gives
everything?
me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on
I
work.
hope you're
and all
resting
that,
well.
but I'd rather work on the bridge.
There are a ton of good single player games and co-op games available now. Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of tending to stick to more of the story-based games and just enjoy
I'm going
doing
to catch hell for your I'm the Cyrus chief
raids and
engineer.
stuff.
Trident put me in charge of the entire tech team. We do our best to keep the ship running smoothly and efficiently. Of course, this
I'm not cut out for
is
PvP
a
either.
cutting-edge
I wish I
piece of
was.
spacecraft design. Almost
I enjoy
everything
those
has
games.
triple redundancy,
I'm just
like
trash.
the life support system. Unfortunately, that means there's quite a bit of downtime.
The horror of
stuff,
trying to
right?
play Viper solo. Viper or Sky. Like, I was trying to learn, like, just all the different characters that I wanted to learn, and, like, just I can't play Sage anymore because I don't know how to do the walls very well.
Whatever you do, don't break anything, or I'll be
Like,
out of a
Omen
job.
is really fun too. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Oops.
declared a ship-wide emergency.
Ship-wide emergency.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. Well, and I had this one TikTok that I watched a TikTok on how to do this thing, and it was like a really simple thing to do, and it may or may not work. It kind of just depends on the situation. And this one like TikToker did it, and I posted TikTok about doing that exact same thing but at a lower skill, and everyone's just trashing me in the comments, and I'm like, okay, I'm never making content ever again. I hate the internet. It's stupid. Okay, how am I not getting in trouble for just walking around out in the open?
Much nicer.
TikTok is also due to it. Yeah, I stopped making, like, I want to learn how to make stuff and put it somewhere. And at the time, TikTok seemed like it was a platform that was going to generate interest. But then I was, you know, you have to pick what kind of stuff you're going to make. You're going to have to figure out what you want to focus your time and energy on. And like, I just want to learn how to like make cool stuff and learn how to like edit stuff and learn how to like advance my knowledge of how to do that. I'm not trying to get like internet famous because I don't know how to deal with any of that. I barely know how to deal with stuff as is. And so it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to do that and still find a place to get honest criticism that's not gonna like rip my personal mentality of the internet down to shreds. Y'all are very good, okay? You're all great. I got so nasty because like voice comms and stuff. Unfortunate. Why do all the fun things become extremely toxic? Like, why does that always happen? Been disabled. Okay, quick, come inside. Hello. Hello?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please?
Hello?
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
Until you receive further instructions.
You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over evidence?
They removed gems from the inventory? Oh, they finally put it in directly into the stash? No, I haven't updated Diablo. I don't even know if it's... I'm sure they have a new season. I know Overwatch has a new season and a new character. I'm so behind on like all the Blizzard stuff.
Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry.
Just the nature of it,
If I give you that
unfortunately.
information and it falls
I don't know
into the
how it
wrong
became
hands,
that way, though.
Could end up in jail.
Because, like, I remember learning how to play... I guess because it wasn't anonymous. I bypassed your first comment about anonymous. Here, just take my money.
At least I walk away with something. All right. You have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you
Isn't
want.
that what she said?
Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
Yes.
Captain has declared a ship-wide
You better tell
emergency.
Dombrowski to run.
Please
Because if
report
you
to
don't
your
tell him-
cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Okay, so I've cleared the ship. Now I can maybe... attack this
The
guy.
ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
Yes, I'm on my way.
Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency.
Thank you. Yes. Will you come inside, please? New season is October 18th. For Diablo? I still haven't gotten my character to level 100 or completed all the seasonal challenges. Diablo just felt like it was too much after a while. Like panic yelled. Zen is so much fun. I wish I were better with Zen. Hello.
Well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some
Diablo has a
sort
lot
of
going on, yeah.
negotiation.
Yeah, I don't feel like starting a new Diablo character again either. But the fun thing is, I say fun within quotes, is that if you do enjoy your builds, you can make them...
Have your attention, please. The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in
You don't actually believe that I'd venture into such
you can make it a permanent character, but it takes so much work to get them up to...
I'm uncertain why you've become entangled in this spider's web.
It is nicely.
But this situation demands swift and resolute action.
Listen.
Excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank.
The announcer said, please.
And the method.
Oh, my one brain cell.
The motive.
It's distracted.
Second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor.
No.
Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I see. That certainly places a damper on our negotiations. Perhaps I can hasten my diatribe to temper your violence-ridden contribution. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Will there be much more of this? My head is starting to hurt.
has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion.
Splendid.
And remain there until you receive
It
further
appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal.
This guy's a butt.
Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
Did I get the credentials? Oh, nice. Okay. I'm leaving. Goodbye. This guy wants money, right?
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
Partner?
Crix's legacy. Are you serious? I heard Delgado was spinning that yarn, but I thought it was more of a hobby with him. Have things really gotten that desperate?
Maybe.
Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Dover Beach.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly
Don't worry, it's not an insult. It's a very old Russian word for comrade. It's what I intend to call you from now on, so get used to it. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
Nice. I'm glad that I didn't have to murder anyone. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that the announcer is, like, still very loud. How do I go to... Wait, I guess I go back here? Sorry, I'm lost. I'm trying to return my cabin because there's an emergency on the ship. But I am lost.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Yes, I am making my way downtown. Walking fast. To my cabin. That is totally here.
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed to your cabin.
Hello.
Have you gotten enough of you again? I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Yes. It's exactly what I have done. I don't know how to get to my ship. So we're gonna try and fast travel. Garage. Wait. Ah, I hate that I cannot fast travel. Because I can't get back to my ship.
There's no cause for
All
alarm.
passengers,
Just a minor
may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide...
What if I go back the way that we came? I think it was through the chef's quarters. Aha, look! What's really frustrating is that the map doesn't, or the little scanner guide thing, doesn't always give you the best directions if you're in like a weird, like it's telling me to go back that way now. But in reality my ship's this way, so I need to figure out how we got here. No. This is my cabin. Yeah, I don't appreciate that, like, the cool interactive looking map is here, but when you get to a planet and like I can't show you right now because I'm not on a planet, but like the little pixelated, not pixelated, what am I, like, it looks like a dot representation of like the elevation of a map, and so it just doesn't, I don't know, there's no compass, there's no marking between that map and like the planet-wide map. There's not a lot of continuity between the two different frames that you're going between when trying to explore a planet. Yeah, it's like it never fully loads. This is really pretty. Might go further into the moon rings. moon. This is not a moon. This is probably a planet. Like, it's interesting that it has a band missing in the middle. And it has bigger chunks of space debris versus smaller ones. It's interesting of the distribution of rocks. Also sad you can't go through gas giants. This is the first time seeing gameplay of this game. Hi, Khaleesi. No, you're never late. So the ship, like...
So say we all.
Some of the space fights that you have are pretty fun, but it's kind of clunky at times. Also, Listamar, good morning. Thank you so much for the 74 months. Space Debris would be a cool band name. Yeah, it would. I'm sad that you can't, like, get out of your ship and explore things. Like, if I were to go to an asteroid field, I can't, like, hop around and explore things. I know that there's a mod where someone has done that, but, like, you can't really do that as the default game. The photo mode is pretty fun. Like, you can find a lot of really cool stuff that you can do with photo mode. We've done some cool stuff. And it shows up as a loading screen. So it's pretty neat that you can do that. How was your trip? How was your trip? How was your trip? X4 Foundations? I have not ever heard of that game. Is that a game? Grunge. I like the color contrast that we have going on here. Sandbox Space Sim Economy. Is it like a spreadsheet game? Is it something like Eve? Or is it something where it's not overly complicated, where someone new can get in without having to do like a year's worth of homework? Because what I'm reading for what you have described really sounds like Starship Citizen? What is that game? If you manage an industrial empire, it gets complex. See, I like RTSs and like strategy games, but I don't play them often enough now to understand how to do a lot of that stuff at a grand scale. Kind of like the viewfinder ones. I don't want it to take away from the photo. Good night, Carrie. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for popping in for a little bit. Also, you're super talented, and I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day. I'm going to try to do something in line with the ring to make it look like we're flying, but I also just turned off my thrusters. There we go. Photo mode. Thrusters. Here we go. It sort of looks like the path that the ship would take. But I also like the sun. Or this whatever star we're on. There you go. There you go. I don't know how I can affect the near plane better on a more granular level for the ship. I guess I just have to do this further. There we go. Whoa. That looks kind of cool. I'll have to check that out. Is it on Steam? Also currently on sale. Can I like change the color scheme? Saturation. I want to boost up the saturation because I like this contrast of the ship's color versus the ring. I like having the planet. I like this sort of looks cool too. Or would it be more cool if it were like this, where the ship is leading? Or at least several years ago. Have we flown? I have not. I've tried to like figure out how to steal a ship, but I've not done anything that crazy in this game yet. Okay, sorry. Enough of that. Where are we off to? Like, this was one of our photos that we took previously.
I have never quite been able to think of New Atlantis as home. Though I suppose I should.
What is going on over there? What just happened in the background? I really do like that they use the the photo gallery as some of your loading screen material. It's really cool. I do really like that. Okie doke. I need to take a break really quick. So I'm gonna stand here and you can... Let's shift our apparel back. There we go. Alright, I'll be back. Hi, hello. Welcome back. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Whee. What is this guy doing?
Hey! Hey, you! You have a minute? I need to talk to you. You're the one that was on Vectera, right? You flew in on the, Frontier.
I got so nervous that this guy was going to...
Excellent. So glad I caught you. Tommy Bitlow, SSNN research intern. Word is the Frontier was involved in an attack? It's true, right? You saw some real action? This is great. Great! My boss, Nadia Mufaz, would kill to talk to you. An actual eyewitness! There's credits in it for credible newsworthy information.
I didn't kill this person. They were already dead. I just stole their money.
Just share what you want then. All we want to know is about the attack itself. Just go to the SSNN building. It's not far. Keep it up, Tommy. You're killing it.
Did he just say...
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Like, I don't know. Why are these security guards just dead? Hi, nothing's working. Thank you so much for the burrito treat.
The United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escaped their notice.
Thank you, thank you. How are you? We know why. Listen, it wasn't me. It was the hunter.
I do find that statue pleasing. I wonder if it matches the original vision of the artist, or if they changed the design as they worked on it. I am thankful these are quick. I do not like being in small, enclosed spaces with many people I do not know.
I'm glad you're still kicking. How was your weekend? What is it? What is it? What? She mad and then she walked away.
Wow, you look completely different.
It's me.
I mean, you look great, but isn't it going to confuse him? He won't even recognize you.
I'll be mysterious.
Zoe, you are one in a million.
Maybe for our third date, I'll be ready.
Okay. Finally back in stock? Hell yeah. I have supplemented my personal reading for training reading, and oh, my brain is mush. My brain is mush.
Hello. Welcome to the the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please? Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. Got a wife and kids to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks. Although I have a feeling this is an ambush. So we're just gonna do a little save skis. Ah, deal with the ecliptic ambush. So why do I have the ecliptic ambushing me if I didn't fight anyone to get... What's happening to my character? Hey, I thought you had a wife and kid to feed. Why are you getting in the action?
Do they have anything of value?
What is an Orion? Oh, I don't need that. Thank you. Serendipity. Are these ships that I could possibly find? Scatter arrays. Fully cycling crypto modulation and a cascading frequency spectrum. What? Okay, so we found the information about the ship that he wanted. Ecliptic still ambushed us. Antiseptic plus 25 airborne resistance. Oh. Neat. So that guy must have been in on the ambush. Whatever. He ran off, or he's dead now. Well, goodbye. Talk with Barrett. Not talk with Barrett? Oh, I also have a skill point, I think.
Fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
Has suffered losses before, although none quite so violently.
She had all the weapons that I had given her. I guess we can sell all these things. Hey G-Man. How are you? Hi Infiltrator. Welcome in, y'all. Happy Monday. How goes it? How goes it? Huh? Why? What? One second, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Happy Saturday to you then. Happy Saturday. What is this? Like stuff being dried. Why did we come here? Oh, we were gonna talk to Barrett. I don't know where he is though. Guess he'd be upstairs. Everyone's just casually sleeping with all of their doors open.
We'll make it feel that way.
I don't know whose room is whose. Inaccessible. Guess it was Sarah's. Oh, it's going alright. We're doing some main mission, we're doing some side quests, mix of both. Although I can't find Barrett. He's outside. Whee! Hello.
Wouldn't mind burning some helium out in the fringe instead of being here, you know?
This is amazing. The unity, the multiverse. This is everything and more, literally.
No kidding. Think of the dissertations. Boundless topics, no bounds. Except the books, they're bound.
This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, petty, weird, and also deeply fascinating at the same time. Because they are just people. We never rule that out, but it feels so good to know we weren't fighting against robot, alien, ghost gods or something.
Ghost god. You need anything? Okay.
No, not even slightly. There are people who obtain power in some unfair way, and some of them have used that power to cause suffering, and others just didn't want to share. But that's what regular people do every day of the year.
True. We need to approach this critically and carefully. We can't just jump in. Or, I mean, we could, I guess.
But it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose yourself or become a two-headed space shark. There are too many variables.
Two-headed space shark.
What? No. I just have to go back and forth about it for a while first, and then I'll be completely fine. Just part of my process. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now? I'm with you. I'm not going to hold you back. But if you know, become evil or whatever, I'm also not going to have your back.
That's fair.
Anytime. The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time.
I'm so yawny today.
It's not on the scale of
I'm really
interest
tired.
in Unity, but it is tangentially related. You know where to find me.
Wait, why can't I talk about it with him now?
Take a break. Let's chat. Do you have time to talk? I had a favor to ask. You know where to find me.
Okay. So I guess he needs to be my companion in order to do whatever it is that he's asking. Long work day? Yeah, and I didn't get much sleep last night.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way.
Just overall, kind of just.
That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at Aquila City.
Long work day, not enough rest. Generally tired. I don't know. Mix of everything, I guess. I needed to go to the key. On the map. Where is the key? Oh, it's in a completely different... There we go. That's why. It'll be okay though. Nothing coffee can't fix. What is on my mouse mat? Burrito
Next
for...
time you see Bog, tell him to lighten up. Guy's got a real attitude.
Burrito for...
You wanna kick back? Avoid the last snow.
How do I get up there again? Where's the elevator? There it is. I have to get up pretty early. I'm usually up by like 7:30. 7:30.
Rokov is aboard the key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. You can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Approaching that in... well, in any ship would be suicide.
Don't know that one, huh? Well, pick up your pencil. There's gonna be a test on this later.
EM?
EM class
Electromagnetic?
means the planet is giving off a ridiculously high amount of electromagnetic radiation. We're talking off the charts here. Fly your ship anywhere near one of these death traps, and you'll blow every single circuit on your ship. You'd be dead in space. Get it?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
How would you use copper?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
No, this all makes sense. The data says the transport went down over Bannock 4, carrying currency during the Narian War. There were ships fighting across the entire galaxy back then. It's not that hard to believe this one got lost that far out from home. I refuse to believe that we've come this far only to smash straight into a wall. I don't care what either of you think. We have to push through. Neighbor, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called a ComSpike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the ComSpike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction.
I don't like how both of these characters are always just like, thanks for doing this thing. Now you're still stupid and a rook, and I don't get to use anything other than really annoying and condescending language with you.
I promise. You gonna write that in your diary, little girl?
Like,
all right,
what is the
enough.
point?
We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I
What's the
don't
point?
have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
Like, I'm the only reason why they have the stuff that they have. She didn't even ask me about the stupid award thing that she was so keen on having.
Thanks for making me look good. I would have had to kill you otherwise.
But I have this thing that you sent me out. Do I just sell it? What is the point? Oh. I guess I just don't enjoy.
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core.
Thanks. I guess I just don't appreciate the lack of character development for some of these. I just like give them a stereotype and stick with it.
Stolen over the decades has been spent on upkeep.
Baldur's Gate has spoiled me.
This bodes poorly.
Hello.
If you want to stay under the radar, I've got just the thing.
Hello.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed?
Sure, you can have this.
Well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to roll call, but that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up, and I might even start respecting
When
you.
did I talk about it?
All right, Fleet. We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
You've got stuff to smuggle. I've got the stuff to hide it. So, looks like we got ourselves a new rook. Once again, I'm Jazz, resident engineer here.
Hello.
Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. As long as your credits are good. It may not be wider, but it's not on the books if that's what you're getting at. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So if you're looking for an upgrade, let me know. We got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recalled. We sell it all. No questions asked. No, 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 no. You buy from me, you're worry-free. I can't have my customers getting caught now, can I? That's bad for business. Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a must-have in my book.
If they only knew.
Just let me know when you want to talk business. If you've got the credits, I've got the time.
Business, please.
And I need your cash. It's a match made in heaven.
It sort of has the shape of a raptor. Hey, look, that's my ship. It's still my ship. Because I'm pressing the wrong button, sorry. So you could probably start off with this and make like a raptor. Hmm. Oh, this one? Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I think this would look really good on like if you were gonna try to make like a Millennium Falcon or something. I hate the ladders. Aw. I wish that they made the ladders a little bit easier to use in the game. Okay. Cool. So we can maybe buy some ships from this lady.
The fleet's the only family you need.
Yep. Okay, thanks. How do I get back to my ship? What are you?
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grab drive just chokes. You know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
I gotta go back to my ship. I know, right?
Mixed feelings about my last job.
Family.
On one hand, lost a friend.
Stockholm Syndrome style.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish you.
No.
You see Sys Def as a joke. They haven't caught us yet.
Okay, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong mission button. Wow, wow. Where was this ship? Already at this location. Okay. Have a good day at work, Listamar. Thank you, Taken, for the burrito treat. Look at that, you can see a shadow of whatever this thing is. Moon, planet. I don't know if it's a one or the other. Where is the ship? Oh. That's no moon.
I'm as the son of Gems.
Hello.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume?
Maybe.
Yes. And I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
Thanks.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. You've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which,
listen, they
I
ambushed
assume
me.
you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world. Good. That should slow them down for a while. Look, I spent all day listening to those idiots running in circles. Are you telling me I don't know my own job?
All right, calm down, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years.
Yes.
How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There
internet.
must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine.
It's her. She's the information
This is
leak.
what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the comm spike would be a waste of time. We need to play this close to the vest. Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Crix's legacy first.
I feel like we're nearing the end of this little side mission. Outpost engineering. Engine systems. I want to go fast. I want to zoom.
Nice work on the siren. You keep this up, and this operation might finally get the folks at Mast to shift resources.
Why is your gun out? Yeah, I tend to be boring. I guess it was just easier to do that instead of trying to kill people. Even though I probably should have killed the dude that was siphoning money, but whatever. It was just easier to not. Let's see. Oops. Now Return evidence. Wait, I don't have any evidence. What? I didn't have any evidence. I have a bathroom on my ship? I can sit on the toilet? I never knew that. Oh. Interesting. Okay, well. Milo. I apparently had other things to give to this lieutenant. My bad.
Hey.
Hello.
Early reports say your mission on the
This mission is going to require discretion on a number of fronts. That information is classified, so even what I do know, I can't divulge. Now, I realize as part of this mission, you'll probably end up finding out anyway, but that's besides the point.
So just
For the
tell
sake
me.
of your cover, it's best you work with whatever information the fleet gives you. I know as much as you do. I wasn't briefed on this particular device. But if the fleet wants to trace the Legacy's transponder signal, they'll need something beyond the decryption tech we have currently. If such a device exists, it's likely being developed by the UC. Well done. Let's see what you found. Are you kidding me? Dombrowski was already making a 6-figure salary, and yet he couldn't resist starting an embezzlement scheme. It makes me sick. Ah, it's gonna be an absolute pleasure to throw his butt in prison. Find anything else?
Nope.
All right. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
You're not gonna let this go, are you? Why do you care so much about my past? You're right. I did. I suppose I'm hesitating because I'm not sure you'll like what I have to say. Would it shock you to learn that I spent some time in prison? I suppose that makes me a hypocrite.
No.
Oh, come on. I haven't exactly been cordial about my feelings towards the Crimson Fleet's illegal activities.
I guess I don't know. Some of the gun battles in this game are really like it feels really inflated. Like artificially inflated because they're such bullet sponges.
That's fair. Well, okay. Where do I start? I
From the
grew
top.
up in the Well in New Atlantis. Parents made barely enough money to keep the lights on in our apartment. After I dropped out of school, they begged for me to look for work. But I realized it was a lot easier to simply take whatever I wanted instead. A year after that, I'm a career criminal with UC security breathing down my neck, and my parents kicking me out of the house. That's just it, though. I was having the time of my life, earning way more than I needed to simply get by and loving every minute of it. Back then, if you would have told me one day I'd be wearing this uniform, I'd have said you were out of your mind. Very funny. And not even relatively close. Let's just say the years after my time in the Well were filled with highs and lows. Look, the point is that I felt you deserved to know a bit about my past. To know where my anger towards the fleet comes from. You're welcome. Well, I think you've had enough for now. You get the point. Let's get back to it before Keyboy writes us a citation for loitering.
Okay, bye.
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Heard you made off with something called the Earth Savior.
Will be heavily guarded.
Siren of the Stars, huh?
Pretty fancy for a pirate. Where's my ship? Oh, I have to be in my ship.
Say the word, and we shall be on our way.
Mm. Okay. Should probably get on the ship and then wrap up for the day because I would like to spend some time with Croft before sleep. Before sleep time. So let me make a save file here. Let's see. She's still bathing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Giving me the grumpy look. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up. Thank y'all for hanging out today. I'm sorry I was a little late. Work stuff ran late and I still needed to eat dinner, so I didn't feel completely crummy while streaming.